Hey Darren, you see them old bees? Well, that's a spider there, or some kind of beetle, but I think he's still a pollinator. There's a little bee right in there. Maybe. Let's see what he is. No, there's some kind of little bug. I mean, that one here. There's a bee. There's a little bee in there. Some other kind of bug. I think the bee killed that one bug. Anyway, that's why I planted the sunflowers, hopefully to draw the bees. So far it looks like they might be doing it. Damn fly. We'll see. Everything's looking pretty good. There's some cucumbers. I need to get in there and pull a few weeds. It's this big old squash plant. And then looky here. You see them pumpkin plants coming up? Yeah. That makes me happy. Sheila been on my butt for you to can't name it. To plant her some pumpkin. And we're coming through. These two hills here haven't creeped through. Oh yeah, that one's fixing to. I'll make sure they get a little water tonight. And then the tomatoes. These two are kind of deformed. They was kind of growing on the ground. On some branches. So they look just a little weird. You know, they ain't got nothing in them. I'll throw them out there to the horses. But I got some fruit on them plants. Lots of blossoms. Somebody's cutting. See the semi going down the road. We got some thunderstorms going around us. That's a pretty view. You know, we're gonna have a pretty sunset, looks like to me. You know, if you like sunsets and pretty evenings, make sure you check my channel out. I'll walk around here and move this water here in a few minutes. And see, these are looking, the blossoms on them are just something. That one climb and clear up the tower. That's what I was hoping they would do. We went over to took a ride in the country and went over to a farmer's market tonight in a little town, oh, about 50 miles from us, west of here. Tonight, earlier, got some rhubarb. So be watching my channel. I'm gonna make a rhubarb pie here pretty quick. Make one like my mama used to make. And I'll put that recipe out there. That's a pretty old ball of fire over there tonight. Did have a little shower come through. Lasted a few minutes. I might get another one. Hard to tell. Little honeysuckle vine's fixing to blossom out too any day. I call it honeysuckle. I don't know what it's supposed to be called. People call it different things. So there's our buddy. There's old Smokey. Smokey want to play. Smokey want to eat. Smokey says it's about summertime yet. Got these little flowers growing. Ignore them weeds. I'm weeding it as fast as I can get to it. This guy's another sunflower, I think. It just come out of, we got off track. Maybe a seed blew over here. Maybe you want to Taz the seeds. There's one of them little $2 rose bushes. Fixing to get me a bloom off there. Rose. And I think them's gonna be hollyhocks down here. I believe that's what they're gonna be. That's what they're supposed to be. These here. I could be wrong. Anyway, got me some marigolds, bare root marigolds. I was gonna plant them tonight, but I just caught up in other things. I think them are hollyhocks. Heck, I can't remember. I know nobody else has that problem. Have a pretty nice little pepper coming on that pepper plant. I just keep this thing wet. Flood irrigated every night. Got to. All them weeds and suckers cut. And we got this cat wanting to give us a headache tonight. I tell you. Smokey. Smokey, what are you doing, Smokey? Smokey gets to go in for her shots next week. That ought to be fun. Duke's going with us. He's going to get his ears looked at. So it ought to be. I'll try to video it on the way into town anyway. I might video it in the vet office if they let me. It ought to be fun, old Duke. Duke and Smokey. I don't think Smokey would be too bad. We'll walk around here and take a look at this sun real quick. I got the weeding right here the other night. You know, it's a hard time keeping up on them. But I can't spray them. So I just have to get in here and pull them. It seems like fast you pull them, they come back on you. Maybe that's true, maybe they do. Because they dang sure come back. This is my snowball bush, it's just taking off like crazy this year. Glad to see that. Had another one, and I don't know whether I just planted it in the wrong place. It was right over here. Maybe that other tree killed it. See Smokey looking at them birds. Get a different view this evening, maybe. See how good an editor I am. Edit that little piece out. I'm going to take another couple minute look at these clouds. Oh yeah. Nice little storm to come across. Oh, I didn't do nothing but wet the ground. Make you feel comfortable for a minute or two. These flies are on a warpath. They got too much to eat. Too many places to hide. Got my hand leaning up here. I don't want to touch that electric fence or you guys will, well, the camera ain't on me. You get to see me do the dance, the Watusi. That's a beautiful looking cloud, beautiful looking sunset tonight. It's gorgeous. I'll tell you what, it's a warm one today. But it was a pretty enjoyable day. I enjoyed taking a ride through the country. We hadn't done that in a while. That was a nice little farmer's market they had over there. Little town called Tribune, Kansas. A guy that I bought some rhubarb from, a guy, I can't remember where he's from for sure. He had rhubarb license plates. And I got some frozen rhubarb. I got a few little pointers on how to make it grow. Bought some seeds. He had plants too. And I figured I'd just try the seeds. He told me I think he said he got a 70% germination rate out of his seeds. So I'm gonna give them a try. He said the more compost you use with them, the better. He said they really like horse manure. I got plenty of that. So next day or two I'll be planting them. I might plant some or just right in the ground. Put some in some containers. And he said the thing about rhubarb is, I probably knew it, just forgot it, but he said they just gotta have winter. They love winter. Just makes them grow that much better if they got a nice winter. I imagine a nice winter, a little bit of snow, a little bit of wind, of course. I tell you, isn't that pretty? Isn't that pretty? You know, them clouds can just make the imagination run wild. You can just see all sorts of things in them if you want to. They was coming across here a while ago. It looked like we had some good thunder and lightning then. But no wind, really. I mean, if we had it, I don't know where it went. I was pulling some weeds. Went and bought my horses a couple of bags of candy today, so I was giving them some feed. I learned something else tonight. I bought some radishes over there at that little farmer's market, and I cut the leaves off of them, stalks, whatever you want to call it, and took them out and fed them to my horses, and my horses just loved them. So I better get me some radishes in the ground. I think I got plenty of time to grow some. I had some growing, but I grew them by seed too, and you know, I think the seed was a year or two old. Heck, time flies. I just found that seed in my garage this year and said, I'll plant it and see what it does. And I did have a few radishes out of it. I don't know if y'all can see that one little spot of blue right up there. It's a magnificent evening. That cloud's just so awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna go check my water. And I made one of them awesome cakes today. Made it with strawberry rhubarb. I'm gonna go in and get a big old piece of it, so I know it's gonna be good. And that's just my relaxer too in the evening. That looks just like a big old curtain over there of some kind. Rain curtain, I suppose you'd call it. Don't know if it's raining. I heard some more thunder. Kind of back over here to the northeast of us. Clouds are real dark over there. Take one more view around here. Get one more gander of it. Okay, well, hope everybody has a great evening. Hope you had a great day. And we'll talk at you probably tomorrow sometime. God bless.